Hello everybody, it's Vasiliotep. Welcome for this new review, and today I will make the review of the Army Armament R36C. Let's go! First of all, I want to thank Airsoft Entrepot for giving me this gun and allow me to make the review. At my knowledge, only 3 companies make the GBBR of the G36C. There is WE, VFC, and now Army Armament. It's the first time that Army Armament make a GBBR, but they already made a few GBB and they have a very good reputation of this GBB. They basically take bestsellers guns of some brands like WE, KG Works or Tokyo Marine, and they reproduce, they make clone of this gun to sell them with their own brand. The main question is, does this gun is a good way to start in the GBBR world? We will see it during the review. First, you have to know that this gun is the cheap version of the G39C of WE. Indeed, it's sold for 150 euros with 2 mags. For the same content, the WE gun costs around 250 euros and the extra mag costs around 50 euros. So the same content with the WE version costs around 300 euros. This means the Army Armament version costs half of the price of the WE version. Moreover, the G36 of Army Armament exists of course in black like this one, but also in tan, in a mixed color like black and tan, and with a kind of scope like this one. You have to know that when I had my own G39C, I really wish to get this kind of gun with the high moon scope, but we never did it. Alright, enough talking, now let's go for the review.
Well, the packaging is really common, it's just a carton box. The gun is quite short, it's conformed to the real size gun. And it is easy to store thanks to the folded stock. The gun is not heavy, but the main part is due to the mag, which is about 680 grams. It's really heavy for an airsoft mag. Well, in general, the aspect is pretty good. Plastic is made and seems solid. There is absolutely no marking, and even the marking sticker is not present. It's weird, but not a big deal. Unfortunately, the finish level is conformed to a cheap product, no doubt. There are injection points, some chips, and paint seems not really good. But hey, it's a cheap gun, so nothing really ruined, it's just aesthetics. Of course, the G39 of WE has a much better finish level, but honestly, it's not my main priority for an airsoft gun, so let's move on. There is no significant slack between parts, I mean not more than the WE version. We can see that there is a version number under the gun. As far as I know, the G39 of WE was a rock-solid gun for the external. The main weakness was the plastic charging handle. On the Army version, the charging handle is still in plastic, so I can tell you in advance it will be one of your first repair. Buy a metal one for around 20 euros and you will be safe. Like the real one, the fire selector can't be put on safe mode without armed the gun. The fire selector of the Army G36 is really not as good as the Wii version. It's a little bit weak, slack, and not accurate at all. Anyway, it's a part which could break, quickly keep that in mind. The front sight is really simple, but the rear sight can be adjusted in vertical and horizontal position. It also has a kind of mid-range and short-range position. The bolt stop works, of course. It's one of the pleasures of the GBBR. And the bolt release, except its horrible position, is conform to the real one. Work well too. If you can, I highly recommend to put a tactical bolt release like this one. It costs some money, but it's so easy to use that it's near and indispensable. One cool feature is that you can adjust the hop-up very easily. The magazine has a plastic shell and a metal internal. The plastic finish level is really not amazing, but it seems more solid than the Wii one. Maybe it's just an impression, but I have the feeling that it's thinner. Here is the back lever. It's mandatory to activate the bolt stop. It seems strong enough. Leaves are proper, no problem. So was the gas route. As all G36 mag, you can put two mag together thanks to these lugs. Honestly, regarding the weight of each mag, it's not very easy to play like that, and these lugs aren't the most solid things, so the chance to break them is really high. I really don't recommend to couple your mags. The fill valve is at the bottom of the mag, but this time it's hid by the base plate. You have to remove it to access to the valve. It's a kind disturbing, but at least the valve will be protected from dust and dirt. The shell is easy to remove, only one screw holds it. And it's a worry point, because this part breaks all the time. If you let your mag fall or if you push too hard on it, you could break it, so be careful. The conception of the mag is really different than the G39 one. The Wii version is in 3 parts, cut in the middle and assembled by a long screws between all the magazine's body. The Army version is only in 2 parts, and personally I prefer that, less parts, less O-ring, less chance of gas leak. but the mag uses some pin to keep parts together instead of one long screw for Wii, so the chance of gas leak increase. I have checked both mag and yes, they both have a very small gas leak exactly on the same area. Honestly, the leak is so small that it's not a real problem. The mag keeps the gaze for more than one day and it will not affect performance. Moreover, I'm sure it's very easy to solve this problem with some Teflon tape. The BB loader tips has a specific design. Indeed, you will insert BBs from the top of the lips instead of the front. It's really weird, but it works well. I'm just afraid that this will break lips one day or another. Like many GBBR, it's easy to disassemble the gun. The trigger group is similar of the Wii version, except the color. The bolt stop plate seems to be solid, it's a good point. Same as other parts of the trigger group, except the fire selector parts. Don't forget to check screws. Still a lot of flak between the barrel and the body. The FG Airsoft barrel nuts is necessary to increase the performance. The hop-up unit is of course similar to the G39 version. It seems that the bolt had a kind of buffer. On my G39 it wasn't present, so maybe it's an amelioration. The nozzle has not exactly the same design of the Wii version. And honestly, it seems way weaker than the G39 one. I also noticed that the parts aren't correctly adjusted. When I reassemble the gun, it's not rare to have some difficulties with the adjustment between parts. For this gun, I tried many different BBs, 0.20, 0.25, 0.30, but the best was the 0.20. Even with these BBs, the maximum range was about 30 meters.